generate an angle, shoot in, grip, grip, straighten the leg, walk in the middle, come the leg up, finish the pass, don't waste time. Okay. At the beginning, we're gonna start from here. Overall, I'm trying to have some control, and I'm trying to pin one of the legs down, like I'm trying to generate this angle. There are obviously like different ways of doing this. Like I can start using my knee first. I can get the reversal here and step out, right? I can pin this ground to the ground right away like this. There are different ways. But let's start off easy. We're just gonna put one hand in over here, or maybe one on the leg, and start bringing this down over here, just like this. Simple transition. Because first thing I want you to learn is like what kind of angle we need for the over-under. Because if I do it from here, he's gonna throw me over. With the over-under, what we're trying to do is expose one of the legs, pin his hip, then we're gonna start passing. It's gonna be, like I said, very similar to the body lock pass. With the body lock pass, what did we do? We pinned the hip first, stepped over the leg, then keep moving, right? Similar. We're gonna start off from here. Now I'm gonna close the distance and engage. Now here, the energy is important. If you try to go down, try to grip, it's not gonna work. This should almost feel like I'm shooting for a takedown, okay? So, boom, look, boom, okay? Even this is actually kind of slow. If I'm like if you're in a competitive mode, you can shoot even harder. But at the moment, I just want you to see the energy, look. Generate the angle, shoulder aiming for this area, for the hip. This hand is going under over here, reaching for the belt or the pants. If you just cup, also fine, but I like anchoring it on somewhere solid. Meanwhile, this hand's going over here. That's why it's called the under over. You see, over under pass. It's not under under. It's not over over. Look, under over. So, boom. Arm positioning is like this. Elbows are super tight. Don't reach, and I'm gonna fall forward from there. Okay. More time. Notice my head positioning, okay? Even this, here is not enough. Your hand should be going like really deep, like you wanna hide your head. I tried hitting this pass on Rafa Mendes before. He face slammed me to the ground because my head was around here. He'd bring me over here and like boom, on my face. It sucked. But but now it's a good lesson, something I was always forgetting, so make sure you don't forget. My head is all the way over here, hidden, pushing in, okay? Constantly hiding it. Even this is not enough. I'm gonna even curl it in a little bit. This hand is anchored. How about this one? This one, guys, we're constantly trying to straighten it out, okay? There's gonna be a fight for that. So to straighten this out, there are some simple tools I can utilize. It can be that I'm just keep it relatively in the middle, not pulling, not pushing. So it can be that I'm trying to push it down. There is also, I like doing this, like using my knees like chopsticks and walking back a little. You see? Look. You see how I can extend or bend it? So it's a bit of my stepping as well. Control, walking back. And I'm gonna keep pushing that leg down and make it as straight as possible. There's the next step, boom. At the beginning, maybe still a little bent. Okay, at the same time, look. Now be careful as you do these moves. A lot of people are gonna attack your elbow and they're gonna try to get a kimura or something. That's why I'm gonna try to make sure my elbow is in. Okay, boom. Okay, I'll straighten the leg as well. What's next? Now, it's gonna feel like you can just pass from here. Just pass. The problem is though, his body alignment is still like this. So behind his hip is still free. If his hip escapes and starts pushing me off, I'm gonna fall to the ground and I might not be able to finish. Just like the body lock. Before I pass, I wanna make sure he's flat. Okay? So both sides on the ground. What the thing I have to do before I finish the pass is after I get over here, I'll walk back over here like this. And he's constantly pinching. The moment I know I pin this ground, like keeps the ground, this angle, actually even more sometimes, so that the more, notice the hip, look. You just stay there, look. facing here, facing here, facing, you see? So I'm trying to make him either flat or facing away from me as much as possible. Then I finish the pass. Make sense? And now as I pass, notice what I do with the leg. Try not to jump or anything, be super careful. Pommel, and how it's finished. And it's super solid. The only thing, guys, you might you need to be careful. Once you pass, don't just be like, oh, okay, I'm finished, I'm done. If you're not careful, he's gonna bring this leg around, put me in the reverse triangle right away. There's a counter waiting for you. Worst case, keep it super tight at first. If he tries to do reverse triangle on me or something, it's hard because I'm pinching my arm at my head. Then we can start climbing up from there. Or try to pull your arm out as fast as possible. Also an option. There are some other options as well. But overall, be aware, reverse triangle is waiting for you if you're not careful. Okay? So these are the details. Now let's just do the technique. Start from here. Generate an angle. Shoot in. Grip, grip. Straighten the leg. Walk to the middle. Pummel the leg out. Finish the pass. Don't waste time. And finish. We're gonna shoot in. Boom, over here. Leg is bent. You need to straighten it. We straighten the leg. Now we keep moving over here. Pull it out. Boom. Pass. Don't waste too much time. And establish. Okay? Fix the mistakes because I want you to be able to hit it. Like when you hit it, I want you to have the same confidence. Like that's the thing about like pressure passes or like speed passes or like half guards or other guards. Now, what with this kind of pressure passing thing, right? Oftentimes the fight is like setting it up. Like you set up, you set up, you set up, you set up. Once you hit the 100%, but once you finish the setup, you're gonna feel like I'm gonna pass for sure now. You know what I mean? So the passing part is the easy part. The setting up part is the hard part. Compared to, for example, speed passing. Speed passing is like your movement is easy, moving here is easy, just finishing is hard. Does that make sense? So like, or the half guard, same. You set up, you set up, you set up, you get your good spots. Once you have everything 100%, I'm gonna sweep them, I got it, you know? With the other guards, open guards though, it's easy to move around sometimes, but you know, you're gonna need to combine stuff, you'll need to put some effort. So, try to see that there's a kind of a process going on, and I cannot do many mistakes, all right? So, now, for example, a few things I see right now. One problem was the body alignment. Some friends are maybe too high, some friends might be too low, almost on the ground. Like we don't want both. First one, there's some places that I'm gonna use. Sometimes I'm gonna end up using this like really high or something, depending on the body angle I'm getting it. But most of the times, I'm not gonna use it like this, okay? Most of the times, except like some specific situations again when I'm sprawling in his leg and stuff. Now this I understand. Some guys are knee passers. You start from here, you shoot in, but then you get up over here. That's fine. But overall, the thing we're trying to do here is use gravity and body weight. So in order to do that, I have to at least take the knees off the ground. And try to avoid extreme things right now, where you're too flat when you're too high for the beginning, okay? Shoulder super heavy. Actually, with the shoulder, I'm even projecting it a little bit. So instead of just staying flat like this, it's still a little like this. So I'm maximizing the pressure on this shoulder, if it makes sense, okay? Head is super hidden. So that's the body alignment. Now, the other part is also, what do I do with this arm? Because some of you guys are start very nice, over and under, boom. But then you start leaving your arm here, or you leaving your arm in like places where you're gonna get attacked. Now, when you're passing, if your arm is just around here, you can get kimura and such, guys. Okay, so it's still a risk. I recommend two things to do with this arm. Either keep holding and punching it down, or sometimes, to be honest, like, I use the punching down method most of the time if he's being too stubborn and like I'm not able to straighten the leg. Most of the times I'm not gonna even grab anything like this. I'm just gonna keep it here. So look, see, boom, look where the arm is. All right, and then like I'm gonna keep passing from there. You see, I don't even have to hold anything. As long as I keep this here like this, it's gonna work. Now, but feel free to punch it down. If it's like too hard or something, like over here, feel free to keep doing this. Feel free to keep climbing. Okay, just make sure your arms tight. And now I can finish from there. There was a question about like moving the leg out. Try not to step out, pummeled out. And some of the friends were, as you were passing, you didn't solve the knee problem, so you were passing in front of the knee. That's not gonna work. You need to test while you're straight in the leg, so that knee is out of the way. I have to be able to climb over the knee. So make sure this leg is super straight and pinching down, pinch with your knees. It's gonna help you out a bit more. Any other questions like you had a problem with, please?
I found that my hips were tipping over.
Like falling over to this side? Yeah. That's also one of the reasons, like it always helps to be mobile here, just so you know. If you cannot like do this very well, I would recommend doing this a bit more. But overall, try to isolate this movement from everything else, if it makes sense. So try not, like when I'm over here, what I'm trying to say is don't do this with your whole body. You know what I mean? Isolate it, meaning, look, other than this, I'm not doing much. You see what I mean? I isolated the move. Now I feel more confident. Does that make sense? Can help you out a little bit as well. Anything else?
After you complete the pass, what are you doing with your outside hand as you go to secure the
I
position?
try. It depends. Like for example, let's say I'm over here. Let's say, look, for example, I'm over here. Boom. I finish the pass.
Yeah.
Now this is free. So let's see what he does. Let's say any kind of random behavior. Let's say do something. He's moving over here. Maybe I climb it under. You know what I mean? Because he was turning in and stuff, or maybe turning some more. Maybe I start pummeling this in because I want to restrain it later. Maybe I go crossways. So you really have the freedom to use it now. You know what I mean? This is something you have to worry. Because if you forget your arm there and focus on this arm too much, you still have the chance to get reverse triangle there. That you have to be careful about. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, let's give it a try again. Make sure like everybody can do like the basic over under like super solid. All right, let's go on two. It seems easier. It seems like you're setting up the stage and stuff, but it's not going to work very well oftentimes because most of the guys are not gonna let you control with your legs too much. You know, like if I'm on the guard here, what's my posture? I'm here, right? Now you can try to do this. Like first, I'm not gonna resist. You control here. You control here. Push this down first. Make everything perfect. Now let's go over under. It seems easy, right? Okay, cool. But mainly, I would never do that. You know. So if you're fighting over here, I'm never gonna give you that opportunity. You know what I mean? So it's like doing takedowns, but your arms going first, you know what I mean? And then you're trying to move forward. It's not gonna work. Everything's gonna be tight. You're shooting in. Once you connect everything, right? Your body connecting first. Your hands are just support. Does it make sense? So when I'm over here, of course he's gonna be careful. I'm gonna need to fight hard just to get a bit of angle over here. Boom, now it's the body. It's the body, you see? Hand is just sort of support. Now I'm gonna start grinding. But I have to do the move with the body first. My body has to pierce in and get everything tight. If your opponent is being naive, his legs are too loose, obviously do what you want, right? But if it's like this, I might not even need to do over under. If his leg is loose, not loose, just around here, I might even just go like, why waste time? If he's not doing a good job protecting the guard, why should I choose the most like highest investment movement, right? Like grind. If I can push someone's leg down like this already, why go over under? You know what I mean? So if your opponent already lets you control legs like that, just pass go. But if not, he's being careful. Now you'll need to pay attention, fight hard to create that angle. Then you're gonna shoot like a takedown, and boom, you're gonna grab with your body. Now you're starting the pass. Does that make sense? Let's get some water, put the mouth guards on, then we start sparring. 1, 2.